Welcome to the Cold Trains Cabinet meeting, and today we'll be talking about our different bills that we've all put together. So I'll kick us off with the Wisdom, Life and Faith Amendment Bill 2015. So a general overview of this bill is the bill will amend the Wisdom, Life and Faith subject. The bill introduces a shorter time allocation for the subject as well as an alteration in its syllabus to make it more relevant for the students. Would you like to go around the circle?
I'm doing the Subject Selection Amendment Bill. The long title is A Bill for an Act to Introduce More Specific Subject Selections from Earlier Years. The Subject Selection Amendment Bill will allow students to have more independence in their learning and will allow students to choose subjects that they will enjoy and benefit their learning.
That's enough, mate.
I'm doing the free periods in middle school amendment bill. This bill will include free periods for middle school students, years 9 and 10. In year 9 and 10, students are on the verge of becoming senior students and need some means of a starting point. Free periods are a way of preparing middle school students for year 11 and 12. Free periods will allow students to have more time to complete tasks, which also means that teachers can set bigger and harder tasks to prepare them for even more seniors.
My bill is a free periods for junior years bill. This bill entails a new learning opportunity for the younger years to learn how to study. With this experience cited early, the junior years will learn how to efficiently work from the beginning.
The Pick a Teacher Bill 2015. The bill will introduce an act to change the method in which teachers are allocated at Knox to a boys' timetable. Knox boys will be given the ability to pick one of their teachers.
Amendment Bill 2015. A bill for an act to introduce more specific subject selection from earlier years. This bill is to introduce greater subject selection from younger year groups. This bill will allow students to choose subjects they are passionate about rather than doing subjects they feel has no relevance to their interests or what they want to do once they leave school.
Enhancement Bill 2015. This bill is to enhance the Wi-Fi and internet connectivity issues currently in Knox Grammar School. This bill would allow the school to install a state-of-the-art internet system with direct Ethernet access ports and much powerful routers. This will allow students to access information and complete tasks much faster and more efficiently. Throughout this bill, we will address the upgrade of the systems, the stability and firewall adjustments, direct access points, educational integration, and higher upload and download speeds, and potential for new educational systems.
Okay, so we need to pick a bill that is going to be the primary bill for our party, and that is most in line with the ethos of the party and our objective, which is to enhance the 21st century education. So, with our 5 key policies, we've developed a few bills on each. Which member believes that their bill is the most in line with the ethos of the party and would receive the most votes for the party? Okay. Can you please say, what is your bill?
My bill is the Pick a Teacher Bill 2015, and basically what it entails is that the teacher allocation to students will change each year. So Knox boys will be given the ability to pick one of the teachers in each of their in their timetable for the year.
And why do you believe that would be more appealing than something, let's say, as improving the Wi-Fi?
So improving the Wi-Fi is just kind of like a bit of a general thing. Wi-Fi is not necessarily, necessary for a quality education, whereas, the teachers are the real people you get in touch with, and they have the power to make or break your future.
What are the subsections of your bill?
Okay, so the Knox timetable will let you pick one of your teachers. Teacher presentation nights will be launched so that teachers can kind of talk about their teaching methods and help students make a choice.
Yeah. And also just on that, what do you propose for teachers that are wildly unpopular and no one wants to pick them, such as a certain member of the science department?
Yeah, well, obviously, it's not going to be flawless. You can't go kicking teachers out based on what students may think of them. So not everyone might get what they want, and the point is you're only picking one teacher for one subject as well. So not everyone's going to be picking the same teacher for the same subject. So in the end, it could work out.
Thanks very much. Who is our next person to believe that their bill should be the primary bill? Okay, let's hear from member reply.
Okay, so I'm doing the Wi-Fi Enhancement Bill 2015, which is all about improving the current standards of Wi-Fi, upload, download speed, access to the internet, access to resources for our students. And I think this is probably one of the most important bills, if not the most important bill, because it allows students to go with this theme of a 21st century education and to have access to all these resources which benefits their education. I'd also like to address one of the points that our other member made where they said teachers far surpass the use of Wi-Fi, or they're a much better resource. It doesn't matter how good the teacher is if they can't access sufficient resources and information, and they need to have accurate resources to complete their activities with. And I think that my bill really fits in with our ethos as we want to improve. It's your ticket to a better education. We really want to improve the standpoint of the students, give them better Wi-Fi, give them better facilities.
What differentiates your bill of improving Wi-Fi to every other bill of improving Wi-Fi?
Well, mine specifically talks about how the network will help students access files, so it'll have their own file system where they can access things from home and school, and also teachers can have their own classrooms, online networks, share files such as Dropbox and Google Drive, but specifically for Knox students, and also direct access points, so you'll be able to just plug in and have the fastest Wi-Fi you can get, and get all your stuff done like that.
Okay, excellent. Member Moscow, what is your bill?
Yeah,
Why
so-
should it be a primary?
My bill's a subjects selection amendment bill. I think this bill is really important because it makes students' learning more flexible and sort of moulds to their interests and what they want to do when they leave school. So there will be four compulsory subjects for each students, which will be maths, English, science, and PHP. I think these are really the fundamental sort of areas that they need to learn for later life. And they also will need to study either history or geography, which is also, I think, a really important subject. And then the students will be able to pick their 4 remaining subjects, which are elective subjects, ranging from agriculture to visual arts, any subject that they really feel they will enjoy.
Member Moscow, you are aware that it is part of the curriculum to do both geography and history, it's not an option.
I didn't know that.
Okay, that bill is dismissed, thanks very much. Dismissed. Are there any other bills that would like to be put forward for the primary bill? Okay, well, here's the Wisdom, Life and Faith Amendment Bill. So basically the main aspects is we're not allowed to get rid of it because religious education is part of a religious school, but the allocation for the subject and the timetable will be dramatically reduced. Also, the current syllabus will be altered so there's less focus on Christian doctrine and more on life-based ethical learning. So that leads on to the next point, which is ethics and moral decisions will be part of the curriculum. And also we'll add more practical philanthropic opportunities for the students to help people in the community. And finally, the content in the syllabus will not have formal testing, so there won't be any exams for the subject.
Yeah, can I just put forward a point? WLF is already only 3 or so periods every fortnight. How much do you want to reduce it to?
Well, mate, in an ideal world, we wouldn't have the thing. So, in an ideal world, we'd have about 5 minutes, if like max. But I think we're going to have to reduce it to 1 class in a 2-week cycle, and then we'll use that other time for other things. So we'll also use that time for the
Sorry to interrupt,
community
Sean.
service. Yeah.
But we're already doing chapel once a fortnight. Could that be? We are a religious school. Could the chapel be sufficient time for doing this religious sort of studies?
Yeah, well, religious studies as part of Knox has to cover a bit of it in the curriculum, so we'll just reduce and adjust the syllabus for the subject quite a lot and reduce it a lot. But so it's more practical. It's more about ethics and yeah. Drew, do you have any questions?
Oh, what about the people who enjoy WLF as a subject? What will happen to them?
If you could name me one person, I'd be happy to have a discussion with them. But quite frankly, I haven't found one.
And WLF will be becoming an elective in
Yeah.
the bill.
That's a good point, Cole. Yeah, so I think also going back to the amendment, the Subject Selection Amendment Act, if WLF does become an elective, then it allows people that are really religious and want to further their studies in religion.
Drew, do you personally enjoy WLF?
Me, as I'm not very a religious person, so I
You're
don't
not.
really like it as a
Exactly.
subject.
Alex, do you enjoy WLF as a subject?
Oh, it's not my favourite.
Do you think it needs reform?
Yeah, it definitely needs a
Then you
bit of
need
change.
Then you need the Wisdom, Life, and Faith Amendment Bill.
Right.
Okay, who want? Let's vote for the primary bill. Drew's bill. All in favour say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, that's one. For the Amendment Trebek's bill, all in favour say aye.
Aye.
Okay, all in favour for Moscow's bill say aye. He's not voting for that. That's noble.
No.
All in favour for Hanny Fire's bill say aye.
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 All in favour for the WLF Amendment bill say aye. Okay, good. I think we found a winner. So our primary bill will be the Wisdom, Life and Faith Amendment Bill. And we'd like to conclude the Cabinet discussion by having, are there any questions about the bill and the subsection it entails?
Do you think the school founders or would be disappointed that the religion part of the school sort of?
Well, I think the school founders would be happy that the school's adapting to suit the needs of the changing Knoxman, and I think that's reflected in things such as changing the rugby culture here at Knox and a lot of other things, so I don't think that's a problem.
You talked about making WLF more practical. What does that entail?
Well, so I said, instead of having a lot of chat about how people can help people and how Jesus helps people, actually helping people. So going to soup kitchens for an excursion or something like that, in that extra period we have in that cycle that we're getting rid of, and for the actual class, and just make it more of an excursion.
For your WLF bill, would you still have assessments included as a part of the WLF subject?
No, so there's no formal testing for the subject. Any other questions? Well, that concludes our cabinet meeting, and we've discussed our bill that we want to have as our primary one. So, thank you very much for tuning in, and see you.